It's not uncommon for patients with psychosis to suffer from debilitating fatigue, also known as hypersomnia. Scientists believe this may be the result of several factors, like medications, substance abuse, sleeping issues from psychosis, or current mental health conditions, such as anxiety or depression. Those with hypersomnia tend to isolate themselves, inadvertently worsening the symptoms of psychosis. What is this bidirectional relationship between hypersomnia and psychosis? Where can one worsen the other? Let's take a look at these interesting connections. What is hypersomnia? Those with hypersomnia may struggle to stay awake during the day, feeling fatigued even after a good night's rest. Excessive daytime sleepiness makes functioning during the day difficult. Even concentrating is a weighted effort. Hypersomnia can occur as a primary condition, or it can be a secondary condition as a result of medical, neurological, and psychiatric problems. Certain medical conditions, such as sleep apnea, chronic fatigue syndrome, kidney failure, and Parkinson's disease, may cause secondary hypersomnia. What is psychosis? Psychosis is a serious mental health condition that can put one in a confusing or alarming state of mind with detachment from reality. A person with psychosis suffers from a specific combination of mental health symptoms that are characterized by an altered state of mind. The individual will experience episodes of auditory hallucinations and visual hallucinations. In addition to hallucinations, distorted thoughts can create scary scenarios, spiraling the individual into a mental state of psychosis. These hallucinations increase the risk of harm to themselves or someone else. An imbalance of the brain's chemical neurotransmitter, dopamine, is a theory scientists believe contributes to these dangerous symptoms of psychosis. What's the link? Psychiatric and sleep disorders share an intricate yet opposing bond. This bidirectional relationship consists of sleep problems contributing to psychiatric symptoms and psychiatric symptoms contributing to sleep disruption. Hypersomnia alone can cause depression and anxiety, but anxiety and depression could also cause hypersomnia. These conditions, in addition to sleep disorders like sleep apnea and insomnia, put an individual at greater risk for developing mental health conditions. One study, performed in 2019, showed that 23% of patients who suffer from psychosis also experience daytime sleepiness. Individuals suffering from psychosis will often feel fatigued and struggle to keep their eyes open during the day. On the other hand, being exhausted all day puts a person at greater risk for experiencing psychosis. Sit tight, because we're about to look more closely at the relationship between psychosis and hypersomnia, including medications and co-occurring sleep disorders. How can psychosis cause hypersomnia? Scientists began to examine this puzzling relationship between psychosis and the development of hypersomnia. They found that antipsychotic medications can have sedative effects. Other identifiable causes are substance abuse, perhaps caused by depression and anxiety disorders. Antipsychotics target dopamine, a neurotransmitter, in order to reduce symptoms. These antipsychotics slow down the brain's activity and relax the body. Unfortunately, they also have a physiological side effect, making one extremely tired. What's the link between psychosis-related anxiety, depression, and hypersomnia? Individuals suffering from psychosis will commonly have additional mental health disorders. Depression and anxiety have been linked to the severity of delusions or hallucinations. The development of sleeping problems is more likely in those suffering from mental health conditions. Aside from hypersomnia, there are other sleeping problems that are common in psychosis. Chronic insomnia is characterized by a pattern of sleepless nights, which in effect will increase a person's need to sleep during the day. Psychosis-induced insomnia can develop into hypersomnia in individuals with a psychotic disorder. Sleep apnea deprives one of restorative sleep, causing severe drowsiness, while one who suffers from nightmare disorders will wake suddenly and distressed due to haunting dreams, leaving them feeling exhausted. How does hypersomnia affect psychosis? Psychosis increases one's odds of developing hypersomnia. Patterns of sheer exhaustion day after day can exacerbate the symptoms of psychosis. Hypersomnia creates a brain fog, impacting your ability to concentrate and think clearly. With little energy to spare, an individual may withdraw from social groups and avoid interactions. This creates a momentum making reality and non-reality nearly indistinguishable, inviting delusional thoughts. The further away a person withdraws, the further away they become from reality, and the severity of hallucination and delusions will frighteningly increase. This vicious cycle of psychosis and hypersomnia is born, with psychotic episodes that will worsen the daytime fatigue. At the same time, hypersomnia can worsen the symptoms of psychosis. To improve the quality of one's life and prevent future occurrences of sleep disturbances, it's best to speak with your doctor. Help is available.